Hi YouTube people. Today I have the Toyota Camry V6. This is a 2006 model. But if you have the 2GR-FE engine, which is applied to the Toyota and the Lexus, this will be the same engine as the Toyota RAV4, early 06, 07. The Highlander, the Lexus ES350, the Toyota Sienna, the Camry, the Avalon, and all those have this engine. After you pop out your engine bay cover, you should see the sensor. This is 1 and 2. This is the front, which is bank 2. Okay, bank 2 have 2 sensors because 2 cam, and bank 1 also have a 2 sensor also. And there's a 1 right here, and there's a 1 behind the body throttle, which is down right here. So you cannot see it, but it right around this piece right here, and right in this corner right there. What you have to do, you can take that box out, or you can go under the bottom. And I prefer to go at the bottom because you don't have to move anything. You just go on the bottom and stick your hand to it and release the plug and take out the 10mm bolt, and that's all you need. The reason that one is because I thought there would be the first one right here, which is bank 1, so which is the far end. Okay, 343, and according to that is a crankshaft position sensor, bank 1. So bank 1 is always the one far. Okay, and then probably it's a single sensor. So I thought that would be this one right here, but I swapped this two to see it making chain, and still doesn't chain. So I know for sure that the one over there is the one having problem. So I'm going to fix that one. In case you want to know the part number is SU7792, and this one carried by AutoZone, and inside the box it said Denso. Okay, it said Denso and made in Japan. So when you buy stuff, I would say Japanese vehicle, recommend Denso. Denso is their brand, especially like spark plug and ignition coil, all that stuff is a Denso. Some is the engine K, but you know, mostly it will be Denso on sensor. Okay, if you look at the car here, you see the O2 sensor, and that is right there. You see the red wire, yellow wire right there. That is the one. Okay, next to this right here, and you should be able to put your hand through right here and grab it from the intake manifold, exhaust manifold right there. Okay, put my flashlight. Okay, let's say that you go through right here and unplug there, and then take out the 10mm. I don't have a stand for my camera, so you see that this bolt right here, that's how you take it out. Okay, you're losing this right here, and twist around, get something to pry a little bit, small screwdriver. I think here it pop there. Okay, that's your sensor. So now to put the new ones in, if I can do by one hand, I'm very sure you have 2 hands, you can do it, because it's right here. My hand is holding my camera and using one hand to do the work. So you should be able to do it with 2 hands. So not difficult at all. You don't have to pay nobody to get this code. You just go to your local auto part and tell them to read it. If the same one as the code that I have, I would say you just replace this right here. Okay. Okay, that's tight enough. Okay, and I plug it in already. It's time to test the road again. Okay, so it had been test drive for a while and there's no code, so the problem is solved. So if you have a similar code on this right here, remember you have 4 sensor because you have 4 cam. Okay, so I'm not sure the other code will be the same or not, but you have 4 sensor and all 4 sensor is the same sensor, so you can do a swap sensor. Let's say that the cam over here, you swap it to this one to see if the code is jumping. If the code is jumping, then mean you know for sure which one you replace it. So this one right here, I did replace the other one because the reason is bank 1, so the one on the back here. Okay, so let's say that if a bank 2, then you don't have to go in the back because it should be on the front here, but it's a bank 1, so it's in the back there. Okay, and according to this code po343 single sensor. So, and I already checked the one on this side here, and the code doesn't change, so that's why I changing that one right there, and it is been driving for a while and the code is not coming back. So, and that problem is solving. So if you have a similar problem, just do as I mentioned here, swap the sensor before you buy the sensor and try to see codes jumping. If a code jumping, then you know exactly that is the problem that you need to find it. Okay, all right, thank you for watching, and hopefully this video is save you some money and time, that you don't have to do the extra removing the filter box here and go through your hand through on the other side. Okay, and all right, thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, share the video if you have somebody that looking for this code, and thank you for stopping by. All right, bye bye.